Hello friends, you want to learn financial modeling? You want to become a banker? Intend to become a financial advisor, a fund manager, or you seek a job in the financial market? You must learn financial functions in Excel like present value, PMT function, PPMT function, IPMT function, and so on. In today's era, you cannot survive in the financial world without knowing these functions. So, let us add these skills today and start with present value and future value functions. But we need to learn it, but we need to start it by learning time value of money. The detailed session is already uploaded under the corporate finance segment that has been already shared. Let us understand time value of money in short and then learn present value and future value functions. Now those who are from financial background, they might be having the knowledge of it. What is time value of money? Time value of money is nothing but the reduction in the value of money over a period of time. As the time passes, the value of a currency depreciates due to inflation in the economy or few other reasons. Now, say for example, if you have rupees 100 and you can buy 5 quantities today, that is in time 0, but after a year you can buy only 4 quantities out of that rupees 100 and of the same commodity. What does it mean? It simply means that the value of money or the currency has diminished or reduced. Now how it is compensated in the economy? It is compensated by giving an interest on the money that you save over a period of time. Either simple interest or compound interest. But mostly it is compound interest only. All of we have already learned how to calculate a compound interest in our primary education itself. This is the formula of compound interest. And we normally use the same formula for calculating either the present value out of the future value, rate of interest and the period given, or calculating the future amount if present value, interest rate and time period is given. So today we will learn, in fact we'll compare how to calculate the present value by using this formula and by working in Excel. So let us start with an example. Now in this example, say you want to have an amount of rupees 10,000 in your hand after 5 years when the interest given by bank is 10%. And the interest given by bank is obviously compounded in nature. Now if you want to find out what is the amount that you need to invest to get rupees 10,000 at the end of the 5th year, we can use this formula of compound interest, but we need to reverse it. Here we want to find out P by, so we will just change the sides of the rest of the equation. It will give us A divided by 1 plus R into bracket 1 plus R raised to N. I want to keep this formula in front of you, and even when I have used equal to, now in such cases what you have to do, if you simply type apostrophe before the formula and after that even if you type the formula, it will remain as it is. See, it will not show error because we have here used certain characteristics here, but it will remain as it is. Now if you want to calculate based on this, we see that the maturity value is given. Now what is maturity value? It is the amount at the end of the period. Rate is given, we can denote rate by R, and time is given, that is number of periods. In the formula it is denoted by N. We want to find out P. So we'll now put the things into the formula. Is equal to A, that is 10,000, divided by into bracket 1 plus R. R is rate of interest, that is 10%, bracket complete, power of, that is given as shift 6. Shift 6 plus to N, power of N. N here is number of years, that is 5. So we'll take 5 as it is and enter. Now here we have got the answer in 4 decimals. We'll convert it into 2 decimals and the answer that we get is 6209.21. Now instead of doing this much of a exercise, you can simply use the present value formula into Excel and put the things which are given into the bracket here. It asks for rate. Rate is 10%. Now again, do not hard code it but use referencing. 10%. Number of periods N, that is 5. Next you will see PMT. What is PMT? PMT is the payment that you have to make in between. But here we don't have to make any payment. That is at intervals. We don't have to make any payments. So it will be 0. The future value we want is 10,000, comma. Now type. There are 2 types. Normally this is more applicable in terms of loan payment. Whether you make the loan payment or the payment at the end of the period or at the beginning of the period, it makes a slight difference into the amount. If the period of the loan is pretty high, it makes a remarkable difference. Now here in case of a deposit, we'll assume that end of the period means when nothing is given to you, you should assume end of the period, bracket complete. It gives the answer as -6209. Mathematical conventions are used in Excel because this will be an outflow of money. If you invest this money now, you will get 10,000 after 5 years. So this will be an outflow, that's why given as negative. If you don't like it, don't want to see negative sign, you can simply put negative in front of the formula and get the amount. But in reality, negative is the correct sign based on mathematical conventions and Excel conventions. So you get the answer, the similar answer, pretty easily. So this is how you can use the present value function. Now if you want to see the difference, that instead of end of the period, if we use beginning of the period, we change the type here. In this case it is not making any difference. Why? Because it is a deposit. If you go for loan and change the type and there are multiple payments, it will show the change. That will see into PMT function when we'll go for it. Now this was an example of finding out present value based on future value. You can do the reverse as well. You can find out the future value based on the present value as well. Now the compounding formula helps us do that as well, but we'll go by Excel formula, the simpler one, easier one. The formula for that is FV, future value. Again it asks for rate, that is R, 10%, number of periods 3, PMT, payment interval payments are 0, present value, here now we have present value instead of future value, so present value, and type, there is no type here, you can simply press 0 and go for it. The future value, now it is showing in negative because either it will show the present value or the future value in negative. But the answer, real answer should be plus 13,310 if you are keeping in deposit of 10,000 today Or if you have taken a loan of 10,000 today, that will be an inflow of money and positive. But at the end of third year, you will have to pay rupees 13,310. So that will be an outflow, and that's why it shows a negative sign. So you have to adjust the negative sign based on whether it is a deposit or a loan. Now, either into present value or future value, we have seen here as 3. Now, if we consider this as a loan amount, that we have taken the loan and the time period is 3 years and the rate is 10%, and when we say 3 years, we use years when the compounding is done annually. Instead, if we come to know that compounding is done monthly, so instead of 3 years, it will be 3 into, it will be 3 into 12 months. So those many months payment will compounding will be done. And in that case, if you want to find out the future value, it will be again the same formula we will use. Say future value rate now is 10% annually, but if the compounding is done monthly, we will have to divide it by the number of months in a year. There are 12 months in a year, so we will divide it by 12 divided by number of periods. Now number of periods is not 3 here but 36. Why? Because the compounding will be done monthly. So 36. Interval payments are 0. Present value is the loan taken now is 10,000 and the type is 0. You can see the amount also has changed. As there are more compoundings, the amount will increase. Now this applies to the fixed deposit as well. Say for example, the same example, if we assume that this is a deposit, so there will be an outflow of 10,000 at the start. So at the end of 3 years, you will get 13,310 if annual compoundings are done, and you will get 13,481 if monthly compoundings are done. You can do daily compoundings as well. In that case, rate will be 10% divided by number of days in a year, because those many times the compounding will be done. There are 365 days in a year. Number of periods will be, now here yet to calculate that, but we can do it that here itself. 3 years into 365. PMT payments 0. Present value minus 10,000 because we are considering it as a deposit, and type 0 considering end of period payments. Amount increased, though here it is a slight difference, like only of say 17 rupees. But imagine the number of years being large, amount being higher. This makes a huge difference. So whenever you are keeping a deposit in a bank or taking a loan, you need to see how many times the compounding is done. So this is how the present value and future value formula is used or calculated in Excel.